And thus now I, Adam, me, hello, that's my name, am now appropriating it from Jameson. And thus, one day, my dear Padawads, someone will rip off the idea from me.
Destiny is calling me.
Huh, we were both thinking the same thing. Today, I finally have a video idea, and it's original. I'm going to be making a random thoughts video because no other YouTube animator has ever done a random thoughts video before. But seriously, after I saw Something Else YT and Aiden Tortellini do this video, I was like, you know what? I have to do it. If for some reason you don't know, this started with Jaden Animations and then James plagiarized the idea and then Adam used some other fancy word to get that idea and then pretty much everyone else did. So now I'm doing it too. Number 1. So wouldn't it be cool if we had a reverse microwave? I don't know how it would work because I know microwave ovens use actual microwaves to heat up the food, hence the name. But if we had a reverse microwave that cooled down the food instead of heating up the water molecules, wouldn't that just be so cool? Imagine this. You just heat up your food and it's burning hot, so you can't even touch it. But then you stick it in the reverse microwave for 15 seconds and it's absolutely perfect. Or if you have something on the stove, instead of waiting half an hour for it to just cool down already, you could just stick it in the reverse microwave. Number 2. I thought of this one day when I was in language arts class, and I thought, wait, what would happen if I took 1 part liquid nitrogen, which is freezing cold, and 1 part gasoline, and I put it in a bowl and kind of mixed it up a little bit, but not all the way. And then I took a match and lit it on fire. Would the liquid nitrogen cool it down, or would the entire thing just catch on fire? Because that would be really cool. And then afterwards I went to my science class, and I'm like, you know what, that's what I'm doing next year for science fair. And she's like, no. Number 3. While we're on the topic of fire, have you ever wondered what fire feels like? I know it's hot, obviously. It burns things to, smithereens. But, what it actually feels like. If fire didn't feel hot, does it feel like actual matter? Or does it feel like just air that's hot? I don't know. I've never touched fire. If you're a little kid watching this, I do not suggest you going to touch fire. But, wouldn't that be so cool if we had, some, heat-proof glove or something that you could still feel through or something like that, and you could actually touch fire? I wonder what it would feel like. Maybe it would feel kind of like a jellyfish. Kind of looks like a jellyfish if you think about it. Number 4. So back before people started eating dragon fruit, it was just some random fruit thing growing on a bush or a tree. Does dragon fruit grow on a bush? I'm not sure. But if you don't know what dragon fruit is, it's this spiky red fruit with green bits, and on the inside it's white with strawberry seeds, it looks but they're not strawberry seeds, they're dragon fruit seeds. But who looked at that and thought, I'm gonna eat that? It looks like it could be poisonous. Same with leeches, no, not tres leches, I don't know, the small little fruit with a spiky red outside and then a big pit on the inside and some translucent fruit meat around it. Who looked at those and thought, yeah, you know what? That's probably not gonna kill me. I'm gonna go feed that to my family. Who thought that? Who was the first person who thought that was a good idea? I mean, it was, because they're delicious. And dragon fruit actually also makes really good tea, in case you're wondering. Number 5. So you know those phones, the new iPhone X, it's supposed to be super secure because it opens only at your face? Well, what if someone stole your phone and then pointed it towards your face? It's supposed to be able to recognize you no matter what type of crazy makeup you're wearing, which honestly I don't think you can do that, but that's it defeats the entire purpose. Number 6. So people are saying that on April 18th the world was going to end. There's a whole big conspiracy theory about it, having to do with some flight and some voicemails and the death of Stephen Hawking. Rest in peace. But honestly, I thought this whole thing was kind of stupid. What do you mean the world's gonna end? Are the credits gonna roll? And on a side note, if the credits did roll, who would even be on the credits? There are so many people that have done so many things for the world. Surely they wouldn't all be listed. You could leave your opinions on that in the comments. And if the world did end, does that mean that right now we're living in World Season 2? And lastly, number 7. Think about this. Every year that is a leap year, your birthday comes one day earlier than it normally would. Let me explain. Say, for example, this year is a leap year, and I'm turning 3, and my birthday is March 2nd. My real birthday is May 14th. This is just simpler. So, on March 2nd of a certain year, I turned 1 year old. 365 days later, on March 2nd of the next year, I turned 2 years old. So then logically, 365 days later, I shall be turning 3 years old. But because it is a leap year, February has 29 days instead of just 28. So the day that would normally be called March 1st is now called February 29th. So 365 days later, after March 2nd of the last year, is actually only March 1st. So if my birthday is on March 2nd, then my birthday this year will be on March 1st. This works for any day of the year, not just the first few days in March. My real birthday, May 14th, would be on May 13th. My sister's birthday, May 17th, would be on May 16th. And no, my sister and I are not just 3 days apart, we're also years apart. But any other day of the year also works. October 31st is October 30th, November 15th is November 14th, and so on and so forth for every single day of the year. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, if every year something's earlier, then after several years, it will be several days earlier. So, I don't know how old I am. Wow, people actually made it to the end of the video. This video took so long to make, so thank you so much for watching. It actually has more pictures than my Take a Break at Hamilton video did, which this has about maybe 360 or something, which is crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching, and shout out to Jess Playz and Accalia for making this wonderful fan art. Oh, and you might want to read the description. There are some important things in there. Bye!